Trees are falling, ecosystems are collapsing, crops are failing, water is vanishing, Earth is becoming a dead planet. But hey, if you've ever dreamed of owning a big piece of land, now's your chance. Because if Earth were the same size as the Sun, you'd have more land than you could ever imagine. Just one problem, you wouldn't be around to use it. Welcome to FactLabX, and today we're asking, what if Earth was the same size as the Sun? Part 1. The gigantic transformation. The Sun makes up 98% of all the mass in our solar system. It's so huge that you could fit over 1 million Earths inside it. Now imagine inflating our planet to match that monstrous size. Continents would stretch endlessly, mountains would tower beyond imagination, and the oceans would sprawl into shallow, shimmering deserts of water. At first glance, it sounds like paradise. More land, more space, more room to breathe. But here's the catch. As the Earth expands, everything else spreads thinner. Part 2. Oceans gone wild. When the oceans expand to cover a larger surface, their depth decreases drastically. Shallow waters heat up faster, evaporate more easily, and can no longer sustain life. Marine ecosystems would collapse in days. Coral reefs? Gone. Fish? Boil. And the oxygen produced by the ocean's plankton? Gone with them. Without marine oxygen, we'd all suffocate long before realizing just how bad things are. Part 3. The Great Soil. Crisis food crops would face a similar disaster. Plants need dense, nutrient-rich soil to grow. Stretching that same amount of soil across a planet 1 million times larger means it becomes thin, weak, and infertile. Fields would turn barren, harvests would fail, and famine would sweep across the world like wildfire. No soil, no food, no humans. Part 4. The Gravity Nightmare. Now let's crank up the real horror. If Earth were not only the same size as the Sun but also had its mass, then gravity would become 28 times stronger than it is right now. That means if you weigh 60 kilos today, you'd suddenly weigh 180 kilograms. You wouldn't be able to stand, walk, or even move. Buildings would collapse under their own weight. Bridges would crumble. Skyscrapers would fold like paper. Only small, thick, low-growing trees might survive, if you could even call that surviving. Part 5. The solar system in chaos, but the story doesn't end on Earth. Because with that much mass, Earth's gravity would now rival the Sun's. The delicate balance that keeps all the planets in their perfect orbits would shatter. The Sun and Earth would form a binary system, orbiting each other like cosmic dance partners. Except this dance would destroy everything around them. Mercury and Venus could be flung out into the darkness of space. Mars might be torn apart by gravitational forces. And asteroids? They'd rain down like never before, bombarding our massive planet. The once stable solar system would descend into pure chaos. Part 6. Life under crushing pressure. Let's come back home. What would this mean for you? The crushing gravity would feel like an invisible mountain pressing down on every inch of your body. Your bones would snap. Your blood flow would slow. Your heart would give out. Even if somehow your body could adapt, time itself would betray you. According to Einstein's theory of relativity, stronger gravity slows down time. So, yes, you'd technically live longer, but every second would feel eternal, filled with pain, unable to move or breathe freely, a nightmare that stretches forever. Part 7. The final collapse, the planet itself wouldn't survive long either. A sun-sized Earth would generate immense internal pressure, igniting its core like a furnace. It would become a mini-star, burning its own atmosphere, turning oceans into vapor and skies into fire. Our beautiful blue planet would cease to exist. All that would remain, a blinding sphere of heat and destruction, circling the real Sun until both systems tear each other apart. Part 8. Back to reality. Luckily, this is just a what-if. Earth will never grow that large. In fact, it's getting smaller every single day. Our atmosphere leaks tiny amounts of gas into space, making Earth lose a few hundred tons of mass daily. So instead of expanding into a deadly star, our planet is ever so slightly shrinking. Take a deep breath. Feel that? That's your atmosphere. Still here, still keeping you alive. Sometimes bigger isn't better. Sometimes small is perfect. This was FactLabX, where imagination meets science. If you enjoyed this cosmic journey, make sure to subscribe and don't forget to comment, what if the sun was smaller than the Earth? Because that's our next episode. And trust me, you don't want to miss it.